All right, we're at Rebel Scum Con. Tom Hodges, we are so excited to see you again.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time, and now here you are at this con, and you have some amazing art. First of all, let's start with the badge art that you've done.
The Darth Maul and the Bo-Katan. Yeah, actually I have prints of them.
Oh, good, yeah.
So
Let's
we can
have some
check those out.
examples. Okay.
I have some. These are two of the special pieces for the show.
Okay.
Because Sam and Katie are here. This is the VIP badge art, and this is the Sunday badge art. They're both watercolor, marker, and acrylic, and the original sold today. So
what?
both originals sold today.
Oh no!
So
oh, wow.
yeah. So
Congrats.
those are them. But the one I'm really happy and excited about, and I hope people, I'd like to sell more of them, is the Crush Those Clankers nose art. It's on a gunship. The model is a very good friend of mine, Ramsey Borrego, who owns a vintage photography studio in Tucson, Arizona.
Wow.
She's got an amazing vintage collection. I highly recommend going to flashinthepast.com and checking out her work. Amazing, a modern day Bunny Yeager.
Okay.
If you're familiar, she was a pinup model and photographer way back when. She is literally that, and she's also the Keely Vine model.
Oh, look at that. That's awesome.
So yeah.
Now, before you came to this con, I saw on your Instagram that you were like searching through and you found some art that you have here.
Okay, so check it out. All right.
Okay.
So for those of you unfamiliar with, for those of you familiar, I created the Star Wars Universe Dream Park map for Star Wars Celebration 5 in Orlando.
Is that right over here?
It's right. That is, I brought a handful of artist proofs because at the show, at Celebration 5, I sold out of them. And there's a couple of artist proofs left, and this is the map. Now this is 2 years before Disney bought Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
Okay, you know the story, but just in case they don't know the story.
Yeah.
I'm a big Disney nerd, I'm a Disney file, and I had an itch for my Celebration 5 print, and this was my concept. Now, if you come around, part of the original artwork that I found is, for those of you who are Disney nerds, you're gonna recognize what I'm gonna talk about in just a second.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you familiar with John Hench?
I know he's an Imagineer?
John Hench is the man that Walt Disney took to a cabin for a weekend.
Yeah, okay.
And by the end of the weekend, they had the very first Disneyland sketch.
Right.
They locked themselves away. Walt described it to John, and he drew it. This is the John Hench sketch of the Dream Park map that I submitted to Lucasfilm when I pitched this for my Celebration print.
Yeah.
They loved the idea. They're like, run with it, but I think it could be better, and it could be. It eventually became a take on the Disneyland park maps of the 60s and 70s. That's literally what I based it on.
Yeah.
In fact, the focus actually was a 1966 map.
Okay.
Because if you see the RSO girl,
Yeah.
she's where Walt was on the map.
Oh, that's so cute.
So that's the concept behind that. Like, hey, I'm here to help you get around. So that's what this is.
Is this a part of it too?
That's okay. So let's get crazy with
okay.
this. This is the original line art that went on the map board that I painted.
Oh, wow.
So you can even see the graphite behind it, where I took the line art, put it on the board where I was placing it, and transferred it. There was the only one that I did like this, because the rest I did with graphite paper. Like, so you have this. This is the Naboo Gungan Adventure. This is Jabba's Palace Grill, and I'm going to show you something about that in just a second. And the Bunta Eve pod race coaster.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and you go here. This was our center of the park, Main Street,
Yeah.
Coruscant, and then you have this. This is my haunted mansion. It was Geonosis. So you go in and it's it's Geonosis.
It's haunted.
It's
yeah, you got
haunted,
caverns.
yeah.
You got little guys
Exactly,
popping out at you.
Exactly.
Makes a lot of sense.
The front gate
Yeah.
and the Yoda fountain.
Oh.
Now,
Oh my God! Look at this Yoda fountain right here.
you were at Celebration 5.
Yes.
Okay, so do you remember what I did each day of the show?
Didn't you have like?
I had attraction
Extra stuff,
posters. I
yeah.
had 5 attraction posters. I had
Right.
one for each day, and on the last day, there was a scavenger hunt to find the 5th one.
Oh.
Now here's the thing. So for that celebration, the attraction posters, I did Coruscant, Jabba's Palace Grill, the Gungan Adventure was like a submarine thing.
Yeah.
The Death Star trench run and the Hoth coaster.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the original layout that Lucasfilm approved for this.
Oh.
That is the last one. This is from my private stash. That is the last one in existence.
Wow.
There are no reprints. And I have 4 of these left. This is part of the art that I found.
Wow.
And then for Celebration Anaheim 2015, I did 3 additional ones that I gave out, just same number and everything. And that's the Yoda. That's like the straight up. That's the Dream Park
Yes.
attraction poster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's that. But here's the other thing that nobody has ever seen.
Ooh.
Okay.
You're getting exclusive.
You get so these are the roughs. There's the Jabba rough. There's the Gungan rough.
Yeah.
This was the first idea for the Death Star trench
Oh,
run
that's amazing!
attraction
I love
poster.
that picture.
That is the original Yoda statue concept.
Yeah.
The original gate concept, Coruscant concept. These are all things that nobody's seen. This is the Dagobah. Now, if you look the Dagobah part of the train, which is we called it the transport.
Okay.
And what you know how when you go to Disneyland, you go through the Grand Canyon. And
Yes,
everything?
and the primeval world.
Exactly. So what we did, so it would be on 2 sides of the park. You had Mustafar on one side, so when you're going through it, it's really hot, and like you would see them dueling way off in the distance.
Oh, fun.
Okay, and then you get to Dagobah, and the shuttle stops,
Uh-oh.
and Yoda walks out and explains the Force.
Oh, wow.
And he lifts the X-wing.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're
I want this attraction now.
so, and here's the statue concepts, the Mos Eisley concept,
Okay.
Camino.
Did you submit these for Galaxy's Edge? What's up, Tom?
No, I'll get there. I will get there. Hold on. All right, now here's the stuff that nobody's seen. This is inside the Hoth ride.
Uh-huh.
This is from inside the Hoth ride. This is a Wampa attack at the end of the ride, similar to Everest. Yes, Expedition Everest. Exactly. So, but if you look at the ride car, they're back to back like a snow speeder.
Oh, yeah.
And there's the design for the car. No one has seen any of this stuff before.
Oh my
And
God.
here's the original rough sketch of the Naboo Gungan adventure.
Okay.
Okay. And here's more, but this Chewie is from my Celebration Europe print, the first Celebration Europe.
Nice.
And so is the Obi-Wan. This is all art I found. This is the Boba. This is not Boba. The bounty hunter, female bounty hunter, and male Twi'lek bounty hunter concepts for the 3rd season concept, the 3rd season comic from StarWars.com for the Clone Wars.
Okay, comic. Okay, got it.
Yes. All right.
Galaxy's
One more
Edge.
thing.
Okay.
One more thing I found.
Okay.
This right here. Okay, so that's from Star Wars Insider. This page right here, and this page, I did Simpsons Treehouse of Horror 17.
Oh my.
The story was it was for Bongo Comics, and it was written by Jane Weedland, the guitarist for the Go-Go's,
Okay.
and colored by Nathan Hamill, Mark's son,
Yeah.
because he worked at Bongo at the time. The reason I have these layouts is because Fox, at the time, you couldn't sell the original artwork. You either had to keep it or gift it. I gifted it to a collector who bought a lot. In fact, the guy who bought the original painting of the map received the pages. It was a gift.
Oh, that's nice.
But the layouts, I have these 2 layouts here because they're all in Star Wars costumes.
Okay.
Marge is dressed as Aayla Secura.
Oh yeah.
Lisa's Leia. Homer's Jabba.
Jabba.
And
is she-
and Maggie is Yoda.
Salacious Crown. Oh, okay.
And then you have Bart as the Emperor. And it's the 2 pages because they're out trick-or-treating, and that's that.
Oh.
Now, getting back to you were saying about Galaxy's Edge.
Yes,
now, I'm going to,
yes.
so like I said,
Because you have some great armchair Imagineering
The-
for Galaxy's Edge
the
here.
Dream Park map,
Yeah.
when I did it, was a labor of love. There was no way this was ever something that was even possible.
Conceived of.
Couldn't even think about it. But we went on vacation to Hollywood Studios, and they had something called a Lunch with an Imagineer at the Brown Derby.
yeah.
Real fun experience. And it was right after the Disney buy. It was 2 years after Celebration 5. It was right after the Disney buy. It was actually almost 3 years after Celebration. And we're at this lunch, and we're talking to the Imagineer, and I asked the Imagineer, I said, hey, are you guys going to do anything with Star Wars? And my buddy Patrick, who was with us, is like, this guy did the Dream Park map. And the Imagineer goes, whoa, 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 whoa. you did that? And I said, yeah, that was my celebration print. I talked about the attraction posters, everything. And he goes, can I talk to you after the lunch? And I'm like, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So after the lunch, he goes, I shouldn't be telling you this, but we're doing something.
What year was this?
This was 2013.
Oh my.
So keep in mind, I think that was about
That was 2 years before
2 years before they even
actually
announced anything.
Yeah.
And he goes, we're doing something. And I go, really? He goes, so you know, that's hanging in our offices.
Oh, wow.
And then I found out later from an Imagineer friend in Southern California, that was hanging in the offices. So on both coasts, that was hanging in the offices. But here's the thing, at Celebration 5, I don't know if you remember, but I was back to back with the Macquarie booth.
Okay.
And right in front of me was Walt Disney Imagineering.
Oh, cool.
So I had Imagineers visiting the booth and this is, I guess, again, this is before this was even a thought.
Yeah.
But yeah, they came to the booth every day. A different Imagineer would bring another Imagineer who was there the day before and wanted to talk about this map.
Yeah.
So if you look at the map as well, you can see, I can't confirm this, but I kind of been hinted towards, as told by friends who were Imagineers, that there is some inspiration from this in Galaxy's Edge.
Nice.
So
I mean, that Geonosian spire kind of looks like a black spire.
Exactly, and there's parts of, and I mean, honestly, I can't really say that parts of Mos Espa or Jabba's palace is incorporated into it because it could legitimately just be from the films.
Right.
But the fact that it's there, and that it's kind of, there's inspiration there. But there is a hidden Disney character on that map.
A hidden Disney character. Let's go look.
Come on, I will show you. Anyone who has the map, and most people do not know this. Okay. So come as close as you can. Okay. No. Okay. So no, it is a Disney character. He is in a crowd, and if you can zoom in, Agent P from Phineas and Ferb is right there with that crowd.
Okay. Oh yeah, he's very tiny.
He's very tiny, but he's right there.
That's hilarious. Wow, and he's voiced by D. Bradley Baker.
Bradley Baker. This is one of my crowning, and now the other crowning achievement at this point is, when I was doing artwork for Lucasfilm, over the course of those years, George bought a lot of my original art.
Oh, that's great.
A lot of it. In fact, the third season of the Clone Wars webcomic, licensing brought me in to ask me if they could incorporate the original artwork into my contract, because George wanted all of it.
Wow.
And I was like, absolutely. So we have the museum opening next year.
The Lucas Museum of Narrative Art, yes.
The thought that maybe something of mine, even one piece out of the 200 plus pieces of my work that he owns, could be in the same building as Norman Rockwell, an artist who was a very early influence on me because my mother had 5 or 6 of his signature prints in the house framed, lining the staircase. She loved Norman Rockwell. Having those in the house and looking at them every day for the first 18 years of my life, is heavy. So that is my crowning achievement while working on Star Wars.
Awesome.
That would be the crowning achievement of my life.
Absolutely. Wow. Well, Tom, thank you so much for sharing this story.
Guys. It's been forever.
Yeah, and let us know where Skywalkers can find you.
My Instagram, Hodges Art, is where I primarily update. And I'm going to be at LA Comic Con this year. Like I said, I semi-retired from conventions, but Los Angeles Comic Con is my next Comic Con at the end of September.
Awesome. Thanks, Tom, for joining us.
Absolutely. It was wonderful to see you guys.
Yes. Thanks for skywalking to Neverland.
Thank you.
Hey, look at those names to the left. They are part of the Skywalking Force, our Patreon.
Become a producer yourself and check out all the Disney Plus themed bonus content available depending on the level you subscribe.
Become a member of the elite Skywalking Force at skywalkingforce.com.